This camera? This camera? Where do we begin? Her name is the SilverFox. Make room for the SilverFox. It's the SilverFox. This SilverFox.
SilverFox.
My first encounter with a stand mixer was episode 2 on the channel. Making up some ice cream. Peach Derby ice cream. I was going to serve it with some cinnamon baked donuts early on in Anti-Chef, so, you know, my skills in the kitchen. They said mix this into a small bowl. Look at this. Well, now I gotta get a larger small bowl because this small bowl isn't big enough. There were no skills. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to read a recipe. I was in over my head. I had no business making ice cream, but I knew I could give it a go and see what happens. My sister was into making homemade ice cream, and I knew she had an ice cream maker. I saw her use it, so asked if I could use it for this project. And she lived close by. I could easily pick it up, and she said, I don't remember, but must have been something along the lines of, the ice cream maker's not available. So I said, darn. She did send me another message after that. It was like, but you could use a stand mixer. It's just the way she said it, right? With such conviction. I didn't really know what that meant, quite honestly. Just like up here is just a monkey with... I just assumed that it was like a necessary thing that you needed in order to make ice cream, you know? Who else says that with such confidence? So I accepted her offer. I picked up the stand mixer and proceeded with my ice cream. I put the ingredients together and I tossed them into the bowl of the mixer and flipped the switch, and away we go. Let's watch that kitten purr. Sorry, I am incredibly sick right now. Sorry. I think I was supposed to have some sort of like custardy kind of product, but it was more just a runny, gloopy thing. And, you know, without an ice cream maker to work its magic and churn, do all the great things that it does, well, I thought I could hack it without it. And I had my stand mixer that was gonna cover me. So my mix into a Tupperware into the freezer and chill. And every so often I would use the whisk and stir my ingredients up until the point that I had my homemade ice cream. That would be the next day. I opened up the freezer door and yeah, it was crap. It was really just not a great thing that I had made. It was slushy, freezer burnt kind of texture to it, and that was my first time ever using a stand mixer. After that ice cream, here I am making my show, you know, just every week pumping out a new video of learning how to cook, and it progressed into making a lot of cakes and doughs for pizzas. And from the few subscribers I had, the recurring comment was, if you had a stand mixer, it would make your life so much easier. Because at the time I had this little white hand egg beater thing, and I thought it was doing all right. Didn't see a reason to invest in anything else, and that is until I moved to London, England, and it was 2020, and baking was such a huge cultural moment. Everyone and their mothers was baking, and many of them had stand mixers, and I saw that and I got influenced, and I bought my first KitchenAid stand mixer. Silver. I called it SilverFox. He's a Brit. British SilverFox. She made me laugh. I'd touch her and she'd shock me. Really hurt. Oh! Oh, it just electrocuted me. Jesus. Ugh. Found out later it was a really shitty extension cord. The cakes we made, the pizzas, you know, she really lived up to the hype. British SilverFox, the stirring and the beating, the mixing, the kneading. It's more than I bargained for, really. Then my time in London was coming to an end. We were moving back to North America, and I couldn't take my British SilverFox with me, of course, because of the power cord, right? So I had to sell it. Some dude bought it off me for his girlfriend. She was really into baking, and he was going to surprise her. That's a good gift. You know, said goodbye, and I hope it's living a good life over there. So when I moved to New York, getting a new stand mixer was right at the top of my list, and I did consider different colors: red, green, white, black. Couldn't do it. Had to go with silver. And that is the SilverFox 2.0, the one that I had been using, the workhorse, for 4 or so years. That's the one that you know, that we love. Earlier this year, I could tell something wasn't right. Making weird noises and struggling with simple tasks. She was sick, but we powered through right till the dessert that made Julia Child cry. Had a brioche dough. That's a big ask for an ailing friend. So we persevered. I flipped the switch, and it was business as usual. Up until it wasn't. SilverFox. SilverFox. SilverFox, talk to me. I could not let SilverFox go gently into that night. Great night. What's the expression? Something like that. I read all of the suggestions from so many of you telling me what I should do with the dead SilverFox. You know, I could send it off to KitchenAid. You know, there's this guy. What's his name? He's a guy that repairs stand mixers online. He's got quite the following, and could reach out to him. He could help me. You know, great suggestions, but no, this was something I had to do. I want to fix my SilverFox. There's no more water. So I looked into it, how to fix a stand mixer, and I was ready to take mine apart and look under the hood, see what I got. Oh yeah! Got it. Whoa! The issues were obvious right off the bat. I could see what was wrong. That's all worn out. So this right here is called the sacrificial gear. It's made out of plastic. Yeah, I guess they don't make them like they used to. Yeah, I ordered the new parts and waited for them to come in the mail. And once they did, it was time to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Food grade grease. Ooh. Okay, so first I gotta take some of the grease and get it into this gear here. It goes into place like so, perfect. You gotta grease up all of this. And we gotta lube up the new gear as well. Just freaking have at it. There you go. So I greased that part, I greased that, I just greased it all. Yes! Okay, this is what freaking just happened here. So this whole back piece here, which is like, you know, the wires and the circuit board for the speed, right? Okay, so I was trying to screw this all in, and I screwed too tight, as we do, right? And I didn't know that I broke a piece of this black plastic off. So I plugged it in, and I turned it on, and I heard a pop, like electrical pop. And I know it was that circuit board there just... So I think I need to replace all of this. So this has turned into a bigger thing now. SilverFox, come back to life.